You didn't think that I would leave your ears out in the cold, did you? Check out the stretchiest headband that you will ever make with just a little hook. Hook drop. Hey there and welcome back to Totally Fierce Crochet and Knooking. And in this video I'm going to show you how you can nook the stretchiest headband ever using the double knit technique. So again, it's just a 1-row repeat, and I thought after so many of you loved my double knit scarf tutorial, I thought why not make a little bonus, a little extra accessory to finish the look with a beautiful headband. This worked up super fast. I still had some yarn left from my scarf, so of course making something small and simple like this is just perfect to use the leftover yarn up. And what can I say? It fits like a glove, it's super cozy, and it's also super stretchy, and it actually keeps its shape, which is of course awesome because no one wants to have like a sloppy headband. You can nook this in no time. I think in total I finished this in under 2 hours, and of course now I have a matching headband to my scarf. So as you can see, I'm not done yet with the double knit technique, and I invite you all to join me to make yourself a beautiful, super stretchy headband. Ready when you are, let's go! So let's make a quick and easy double knit headband matching to my super beautiful double knit scarf. As a yarn, I'm going to use the leftover yarn that I had from this project. As a hook for the scarf, I sized it up to get it super flowy and moving. For the headband, I'm going to use a 5mm Knooking hook, which is also the recommended hook size for this yarn. So play around with it, but usually for a headband, it always makes sense to have it a little bit tighter, which is absolutely no problem because, as you know, the double knit is super stretchy in both ways or in all ways, so it's definitely okay to use a smaller hook for this one. Then of course the pair of scissors and the yarn needle. And we start exactly the same way like we started the scarf. I'm going to put aside a bit of yarn and start with a slip knot, and then we make a I-cord in the length that we want our headband to be in terms of width. So this then really depends on how wide your headband will be in the end. And for the I-cord, you take the yarn that you took to the side from the front, and then you take the yarn that goes to your yarn skein from the back, and then pull through both of the loops. And like this we continue. For my headband, I'm going to make 16 I-cord stitches, so go ahead to make the number of stitches you need for your headband, and also depending on what kind of yarn you're using. Here we go, 16 I-cord stitches. And now again we have to double up the stitches by casting on 2 loops through each of the I-cord stitches. The first is already on our hook, and then we go in the back and yarn over and draw up a loop. Then we go to the next I-cord stitch, go in the front loop, yarn over, pull it through, and then move over to the back loop and pull that second loop through the same stitch. And this we do until we reach the end, and by then I should have 32 loops on my hook. And here we go, 32 loops are now on my hook, and now we transfer our work on the helper yarn. Unfortunately, there was also like a super ugly knot, but so be it. It won't be visible afterwards. And now we continue with the first double knit round. So pick up the first loop, yarn over and pull it through to do a knit stitch. Then yarn to the front, just pick up that next loop and skip it, and then yarn to the back, and in the next we make another knit stitch. Then again yarn to the front, pick up one loop, grab the next knit stitch, and so on all the way. This is our 1 row repeat. We don't have to do anything else until we reach the size of our headband. And when you reach the end, you usually have then 2 loops left, and the second to last is always a knit stitch, and then yarn to the front, and then just pick up that last loop, just like we had it before, to finish the round. Now slide your helper yarn out and slide your work on the helper yarn. And now we do the exact same thing. I will just show you. Pick up the first loop, yarn over and knit stitch, yarn to the front, grab the next loop and skip it, yarn to the back and knit stitch. To the front, skip it, to the back, knit stitch, to the front, to the back, knit stitch, and so on. And we will do this until you reach the length of your headband that goes around your head. Make sure to not make it too long, because you definitely want to have it sit snug around your head. And with the flexibility of the double knit texture, always remember that it will stretch out a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Don't make it too short, and definitely don't make it too long. Just stretch it then around your neck to see which length is the best for your head. And I will meet you after a few rounds so I can show you the texture and the pattern a bit better, because this usually takes a few rounds to clearly show. So don't worry if after this and the next few rounds you don't really see much of the double knit. It's all fine as long as you keep the sequence like I showed it to you. And again, in the end, always yarn to the front and just pick up that last loop, and then you should all be fine. So I will meet you after a few rounds to show you the texture. And as promised, after a few rounds, you get this super beautiful double knit texture, stretchy, breathy, and of course, completely reversible. And as I mentioned before, you make it as long as you have to have it for your head, and I will meet you back to show you how to connect the beginning and the end, and then have a beautiful double knit headband. So I now have the length of my headband, and as you can see, stretchy in both ways. So beautiful. And for those of you who always want to know what size I have, here we go. The height is around 12 centimeters, which is around 4.5 inches, and the length is around 52 centimeters, which is 20.5 inches. Again, make it in your size, in your height, in your length. When I now put this around my head, there's pretty much something like this, like a gap in between, about 2 to 3 inches. And that is all right, because it is really stretchy in the end, and you definitely want your headband to sit tight around your head, but not too tight, of course. So just put it around your head and see where the front parts end up. And if you still have something like this in between, then this is absolutely fine. And then we can start binding off and then also just sewing the parts together, which I will do in a super simple way. So let's bind off, and if you ever hesitate in terms of, is this size perfect, is this working for my head, what you can always do is to use the helper yarn to save your work basically for later. And this is what I'm going to do now. So I will just cut my helper yarn, because for the bind off I don't really need it, and I will just leave this in there once the headband is sewn together and bind it off. And if it then fits perfectly around my head, then I can put this out. It's just a little tip, because sometimes you end up having something too short, and especially with knooking or knitting, it might be very tricky to get all those loops and stitches back again. So this is always an option to save the status of your work. And let's just bind off. And for the bind off, we are doing it the same way like I did it with the scarf. So I pick up the first loop, then I take the yarn in between, and then I pick up that second loop purlwise like that, then yarn under, pull it through. So basically I bind off the back stitch first and then just slip stitch through it. Then again, pick up the next loop, yarn around it and to the front, pick up the next loop from the back, purlwise, yarn under, pull it through, and slip stitch. Then again, yarn to the back, pick up the next knit stitch, yarn to the front, pick up the next purl stitch, yarn under, pull it through, slip stitch and slip stitch. And we do this all the way. And here we go, and in the end we yarn over, and then we leave a bit of tail, cut the yarn and pull the loop through. And again, if you want to, you can still keep the helper yarn in place, just in case you want to make everything sure. And now what I'm going to do is to just sew the two parts together, and we do have some pretty stitches right here. The way how you sew this together is completely up to you. You can do the mattress stitch, you can just wrap it around, which is probably what I'm going to do. So I take the yarn on my yarn needle, and then I will just go from the top into the stitches, so somewhere in here, and I will just pull those two together, and then from the back up again, and then I will just go stitch by stitch. There are probably nicer ways to do that, or more seamless ways, but I think that shall do. And I just go from the top and here from the bottom, and then just connect the two pieces together. And here we go. And now I can basically also make a knot with the 2 yarn ends here because they now both meet, just to hold them a little bit in. This yarn is super sticky, so whatever I'm going to do with it, it will definitely stay like this. Luckily, I don't have to frog it, because that would be quite awful to do with this kind of a yarn. And now I will just hide the 2 yarn ends basically along the seam, and I will also try to go through some of those stitches. And here we go. And then just cut it at the end. And now's the moment of truth, of course. Let's try it on, and if everything works fine for your head, then we can just remove this. In my case, it fits, so I'm just going to remove it. And like that, the beautiful double knit headband, super stretchy, super soft, is done. So what do you think of my beautiful double knit headband? Isn't it just the perfect addition to my fabulous scarf? I think it is, and I'm still obsessed with how stretchy it is and how well it fits. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back again next time, only on my channel, for some more knooking tutorials coming. And until then, happy knooking! Bye! This effect is so cool. I could do this all the time. Come into the knooking world. That's just me being silly.